So this morning I decided to go outside and take some measurements of the center muffler on my grey 124, and I came across a rather unpleasant discovery. It's actually oil spilled or sprayed all over the undercarriage, all the way back to the middle muffler. Now it is odorless, so straight away I suspected the synthetic power steering fluid that I've been running in the car since 2014. Originally it did have ATF in there. I'm not too happy with that. I like to run proper power steering fluid, and I probably will after this repair. Genuine power steering fluid, that is. While the pump itself is clearly leaking, I don't believe it's leaking bad enough for the fluid to make it all the way back there. I suspect one of the hoses is actually leaking, so I'm going to have to rebuild the pump as well as replace some, if not all, of the hoses. As you can see in this picture, the return hose is clearly leaking as well. Oddly enough, it seems to be the low pressure hoses that always leak, and the high pressure hoses seem to survive for some reason. Now this fluid level has clearly dropped considerably because I usually keep it filled up to approximately 10 millimeters below the top, and that's dropped at least 20 millimeters, so that's a considerable amount of fluid that's been lost. Now, not only is it leaking from here, I came across another sad discovery, and that is my power steering box is going to require a reseal at some stage. I'm not overly keen on doing that straight away because it's quite a pain to remove. Obviously not as bad as a left-hand drive car, but still unpleasant nonetheless. You wouldn't be able to tell from above, but clearly when you look underneath like this, it's very obvious that there is a bit of a leak from that box. Nothing major, but enough to annoy me, and it is dripping on the ground, which makes it not socially acceptable to take this car to anyone's house that I know. Everyone I know has a fancy driveway and would probably get very angry with me leaving these kinds of marks on their driveway. And I don't like parking my car on the street, so it pretty much means this car isn't going to be going anywhere other than the occasional drive, which is not very good.